Have you ever wondered what the first 3D movie was? Let's take a step back to the roaring 20s, specifically the year 1922. In the heart of the cinematic world, Los Angeles, a groundbreaking movie titled The Power of Love premiered at the Ambassador Hotel Theatre. This wasn't just any movie, it was the first 3D movie in the world, a brainchild of Harry K. Farrell and cinematographer Robert F. Elder. This duo didn't just create a movie, they invented a whole new way of filming and viewing cinema. They introduced us to the concept of dual strip projection in the red-green anaglyph format. Imagine sitting in a theatre donning a special pair of spectacles and being immersed in a three-dimensional world on screen. This was the revolutionary experience that The Power of Love provided for its audience. Interesting, isn't it? The first 3D movie required a special pair of spectacles to watch. Now, what was the plot of The Power of Love, you may ask? The Power of Love is a classic tale of love prevailing against all odds. Set in Southern California, the story revolves around the beautiful Maria Almeida, played by Barbara Bedford, who is offered in marriage by her father, Don Almeida, portrayed by Noah Beery Sr., to the wealthy and unscrupulous Don Alvarez due to financial hardships. Alvarez, brought to life by Albert Prisco, is the archetypal capitalist antagonist, a man of power and greed. Enter our hero, Terry O'Neill, played by Elliot Sparling. He arrives at the settlement and, after a run-in with Alvarez's henchman, is found by Maria. It's love at first sight. However, on the day of Maria's wedding to Alvarez, O'Neill waylays Alvarez and takes his place at a fiesta. This act of defiance triggers a series of dramatic events. Alvarez reappears, denounces O'Neill, and in the ensuing chaos, slays the padre with O'Neill's knife. Alvarez tries to pin the murder on O'Neill, but ends up wounding Maria, who heroically throws herself in front of O'Neill. The climax of the story sees Maria, despite her injuries, proving that Alvarez is the true culprit. With the villain exposed, everything wraps up in a happily ever after ending for Maria and O'Neill. The film, directed by Harry K. Farrell and Nat G. Deverick, also featured Aileen Manning in the role of Isabel Almeida, further adding to the character dynamics. Later on, The Power of Love was re-released in 2D under the title Forbidden Lover, but it seems this version too has been lost to time. This love conquers all story set against the backdrop of a capitalist antagonist is a universal narrative, one that resonates across cultures and eras. It's a testament to the enduring power of love, a theme that even nearly 100 years later continues to captivate audiences worldwide. Quite a story, wouldn't you agree? Wouldn't? So, what happened to The Power of Love after its initial screenings? You may wonder. This groundbreaking film was presented with much fanfare in Los Angeles and then New York. But despite its innovative use of 3D technology, The Power of Love disappeared almost as quickly as it had appeared. Yet, the story doesn't end there. The Power of Love made a surprising comeback, but not in the form we might expect. The film was re-released in a two-dimensional format, stripping away its three-dimensional novelty. This new version was given a fresh title, Forbidden Lover, perhaps in an attempt to capture a new audience or to distance itself from its 3D past. However, the film's renaissance was short-lived. Just as its predecessor, Forbidden Lover vanished into the annals of cinema history. Despite the efforts to preserve and reinvent the film, both versions of the movie seem to have been lost in time. Sadly, The Power of Love could not save The Power of Love from obscurity. But 1922 wasn't just about The Power of Love, it was a booming year for 3D. Indeed, the year was a treasure trove of innovation and experimentation in the world of cinema. As audiences revelled in the magic of The Power of Love, other pioneers in the industry were exploring the potential of three-dimensional storytelling. Lawrence Hammond and William Cassidy, for instance, were not far behind. They presented a series of short films and one feature, an intriguing science fiction movie titled The Man from Mars. This film was a testament to the creative spirit of the era, employing two synchronized projectors and stereo headsets to bring its story to life. However, its reach was limited, as only one cinema was equipped to project it. Around the same time, another dynamic duo, Frederick Eugene Ives and Jacob Leventhal, began releasing their first stereoscopic shorts. These films were the result of 3 years of hard work, dedication and innovation. They were pushing the limits of what was possible in cinema, experimenting with techniques and technologies that were far ahead of their time. But why was 1922 such a pivotal year in the development of 3D cinema? It was a time of rapid technological advancement. The world was recovering from the devastation of the First World War, and there was a sense of optimism and excitement about the future. Cinema, with its ability to transport audiences to different worlds and perspectives, was a perfect medium for exploring these new possibilities. Moreover, the success of The Power of Love demonstrated that there was a market for 3D films. Audiences were captivated by the immersive experience of watching a story unfold in 3 dimensions. The potential for commercial success, coupled with the spirit of innovation that defined the era, spurred other filmmakers to explore the possibilities of 3D cinema. In retrospect, the boom of 3D in 1922 was a turning point in the history of cinema. It marked the beginning of a new era of storytelling, one that would continue to evolve and captivate audiences for decades to come. Clearly, 1922 was a significant year for the development of 3D cinema. But how did this 3D technology come to be? Let's rewind the clock a bit, shall we? The concept of the third dimension in film didn't just appear out of thin air with the release of The Power of Love. In fact, the technology's roots can be traced back to the late 19th century, with the innovative work of a certain English inventor and professional photographer, William Friese Greene. In the year 1890, Friese Greene, with the assistance of Frederick Varley, developed a camera designed to capture stereoscopic moving images, the precursor to today's 3D. He even went the extra mile to patent his process, which involved projecting 2 films side by side on the screen. While this system worked in theory, it wasn't quite ready for the theatre, proving too impractical for widespread use. Fast forward to 1903, across the pond to the United States, where inventor Frederick Eugene Ives was making strides of his own in the world of 3D. Ives patented what he called the parallax stereogram, his very own stereo camera rig. This was touted as the first no-glasses autostereoscopic 3D display technology, a significant leap towards the immersive cinematic experiences we enjoy today. His camera, equipped with 2 lenses situated just over an inch apart, followed a concept similar to the 3D postcards that we know now. The journey to the 3D film technology that we know today was not a smooth one. It was a path paved with innovation, creativity, and a fair share of setbacks. William Friese Greene, despite his pioneering contributions, found himself declared bankrupt due to his costly experimentations. In the world of technology and innovation, there's a saying that goes, "You have to break a few eggs to make an omelette." In the quest for the immersive 3-dimensional cinematic experiences we enjoy today, many eggs were indeed broken. Innovation often comes with a price, as Friese Greene discovered when his 3D experiments led to bankruptcy. So there you have it, a brief history of the first 3D movie. We've journeyed back in time to visit the birth of 3D cinema, beginning with the ambitious project of Harry K. Fairall and Robert F. Elder, who introduced us to the world of dual strip projection in the red-green anaglyph format. Their pioneering effort was manifested in the form of The Power of Love, a classic tale of love triumphing over adversity, which premiered in Los Angeles in 1922. The storyline, although typical of its time, set the stage for the transformative technology that was to come. This film, despite its disappearance, left an indelible mark on the history of cinema, paving the way for the immersive viewing experiences we enjoy today. We also delved into the aftermath of The Power of Love. Despite its initial success, the film later resurfaced in a 2D format under the title Forbidden Lover. However, even this version seems to have been lost to time, reminding us of the ephemeral nature of the early days of cinema. The year 1922 was a significant one for 3D cinema. Other visionaries like Lawrence Hammond and William Cassidy also made strides in the field, presenting a series of shorts and a feature film, The Man from Mars, enhancing the stereoscopic experience with synchronized projectors and stereo headsets. But the journey to 3D cinema started even before 1922. Trailblazers like William Fries Green and Frederick Eugene Ives worked tirelessly to bring their vision of stereoscopic moving images to life. Despite facing numerous challenges, their contributions laid the groundwork for the 3D technology we know today. In conclusion, the journey of 3D cinema has been a fascinating one, marked by innovation, ambition, and a drive to push the boundaries of what was possible. It's a testament to the enduring spirit of creativity and the relentless pursuit of technological advancement. Next time you watch a 3D movie, remember the pioneers who made it possible. Until next time, keep exploring the world of